The founder of one of America's largest construction companies defended his data center project before reporters in St. Louis County today, 1 week after voters in Festus rejected it at the ballot box and 5 days after neighbors sued to stop it in court. Our political editor Mark Maxwell was.
Yeah, Bob Clark seems genuinely convinced that his multi-billion-dollar data center project is good for Festus. The question he couldn't fully answer today is whether the people of Festus were ever given the chance to decide that for themselves.
I don't think that they can cancel the project.
For 8 months, the city of Festus negotiated a $6 billion data center deal with a private developer. Last week, the voters fired half the people sitting on one side of that table.
I completely respect democracy, elections.
Why should the people of Festus have to accept something that their community has now publicly rejected at the ballot box?
And I don't think the whole public understands the entire public benefit to their community.
Bob Clark's company projects $40 million in new revenue for Festus every year. When one city official first saw the estimates, he texted his colleague, "That would be the bleeping bomb." Revealing text messages now entered as court exhibits show how some officials talked about the public they swore to serve. Another calling critics a, quote, sideshow of uneducated people.
I think some of the backlash has been because of the general lack of transparency.
The lawsuit claims that lack of transparency was on purpose. Court documents show CRG executives briefed Festus council members in groups of 3. The lawsuit alleges that number was designed to stay below Missouri's threshold that triggers an open meeting. Did CRG ever instruct city officials to avoid triggering the open meetings requirements by holding city council briefings in groups of 3?
I can't comment on that because I personally didn't have any communication like that. I think we acted appropriately 100% of the time.
Nearby families worry about the water in that same underground pool the developer's agreement allows him to tap. The aquifer under Festus doesn't stop at the property line of one of these people that lives on that subdivision there. So I wonder what happens to the neighbors' wells if yours runs dry or runs dirty.
Well, that is a question I cannot answer. That is an engineering question, but I will get you an answer.
After 40 years in construction, building consensus around data centers may be Bob Clark's toughest job yet.
It's really, really hard to change people's opinion when facts don't matter anymore. And there's definitely an era that we're in right now where facts don't always win the day.
So where does that leave us? The developer says the deal is still on. The elected officials trying to rip that deal up are swearing their oath of office right now, and the judge who has the final say has yet to rule. I asked Bob Clark, how would you prove that water discharge is really safe? Would you consider drinking a glass of it? He said it's possible.